Copy, Leland into you. Good evening, Josh. How are you tonight? That sounds good, Josh. Curious. Do you have an FM receiver there? Yeah, but check now. Piece of wire should work. Yeah, it's there. We're putting about 325 watts into the antenna, but it doesn't make the 250 watt CRT yet. So we're working on that, but it's getting there, and we're doing testing right now. That's why I'm asking you to listen. And over the next week or two, we'll do some testing and stuff, and then ultimately get the license finalized. But that's where we're at. Well, that's what this testing phase is for. We're doing drive arounds and stuff, and ultimately we'll figure out. We could go to a bigger transmitter. Right now our transmitter is limited to 350 watts. The calculations say we can put out 450 watts into the cable and end up with the 250 watts ERP that they're looking for. So we'll see about that. And those are the calculations and things we need to do over the next couple of weeks. Anyway, I was curious if you could hear us. I didn't think you'd have any issues with it. Go ahead. We got about 2 minutes here before the next. Well, it's all elevation with FM. And it's all how blinded you are by the hole you're in. So those are things we're going to learn over the next few weeks and design our system around it. But that's where we are with it, and that's what we got. And I think we're doing fairly well. I got audio level issues right now. The races that are going on, the NASCAR races are too hot. I got to get their level down, and I got to bring the level of other shows that are local in the station up and stuff. And that's just balancing things out. That's the next big procedure on my plate. Go ahead. Correct. And we're going to move forward from there. We got about a half a minute here, and I'm going to get ready for the net. I got to bring up my logging program and get ready. N1ZGA, Toilet NB. Calling the Southern Vermont Amateur Radio Club Weekly Net. Calling the Southern Vermont Amateur Radio Club Weekly Net. This net meets on Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. local time. It is an informal net for the exchange of information and ideas, and all are welcome to join. Please call WNBU Net Control. Go ahead. K2IR.
KB1NSQ.
That recognizes KB1 or N1ZGA, K2IIR, and KB1NFQ. If I said those out correctly. And any other stations, go ahead. N1ZGA, go ahead, Josh. Double Fluid and BO. N1, the GA in the group. South and Beal. Very good, Josh. Well, with that, very good. Definitely making progress at the local FM station. And dealing with ERP and antennas, etc. And it's been a very interesting and challenging experience. It's good. We'll continue with it. But it's good to hear them, having a signal on the air. They're going to make an official launch in the next week and a half, something like that. Right now it's in the testing phases. We've got it up. We're putting power to the antennas, and we're seeing what the radiation pattern seems like, what the signal quality is. Right now it's hot on the satellite feeds tonight, the NASCAR, and I got to go in and adjust them down, and I got to bring up some of the other feeds that come into the same thing. They're a little far apart. So those are things that I'll make adjustments on in the next few days, and we'll take and get things lined up. So it sounds pretty good. It's a little bit raspy tonight with the satellite feeds from NASCAR, which means that feed's a little on the hot side. I'll be bringing it down. Anyway, with that, back over to what's going on here, and K2IIR Art, go ahead, Fluid and Beal.
This is K2IIR. Wow, it certainly seems like you guys are having a lot of fun. A little bit jealous. I got so much ahead of me before I can get back to having all that fun. But that is great. I'll have to take a listen to that. I'm just looking at my notes from last week. I thought I wrote down the frequency. 96.5. You can correct me if that's not right. I'll have to give a lesson to that. And hope you do well. I was listening to the AM station on Friday, I guess it was, where they paid a tribute to Bob and Cora for their contribution, and they also had a nice mention to Chuck Watson, their chief engineer, who's doing all of this and bringing the FM station alive. I was kind of impressed that you got a mention there, Chuck. That sounded great. So wish you guys the best of luck with all of that. I miss being able to do all that good stuff. I tied up with trivial and mediocre stuff like downsizing and getting ready to move. So glad all you guys are having fun and carrying on the tradition. WA1NBU, K2IIR.
K2IIR and the group, WA1NBU. Well, my plan is very simple. I'm going to give as much help as I can to anybody as long as I can, and we'll go from there. Beyond that, they'll have to find somebody different. That's how this volunteer thing goes and stuff. But I enjoy trying to move what they have forward. And having a presence on FM around town will make a big difference. So we'll see what it does for them. I can't say that it's anything special. It's just using some of my abilities to get them there. Nothing really great or anything. They did build a nice structure for raising the tower and stuff, and like that is done with a winch, and it doesn't make it too difficult, but we got some things to find out. Anyway, with that, let me find my glasses here so I can read my computer screen. And we're over to KB1NFQ. Bob, good evening tonight. Yeah, it's good to hear your voice. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chuck. It's good to hear everybody. Good to hear your voice. And it's exciting to hear what's going on with the FM station. This will be great. I can't wait. I don't have an FM thing right here by my station. We have a tuner out in the living room. I'm going to have to get that going. Oh, wait a minute. I think I do have actually FM on my little Baofeng. I'll have to find out. If I can tune that in. 96.5. That's fantastic. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you, Chuck. Barbie and I were talking about a little computer projector. Do you have a used one that you'd be willing to sell, or do you have, is that kind of a thing? I was thinking of getting one. We could do movies this summer on the deck, and I know you had one that you had at the club meetings, and I wonder if you have an old one that you don't use and you'd be willing to part with it anyway. Just thought I'd ask. Anyway, it's been a good week. The weather has been so perfect. Painted my deck. That's all fixed up. Got the picnic table moved back on it. And anyway, little things like that. Oh, and took the cover off the little blue bug. So I've ridden that around a little bit. Oh man, it's nice to have warm weather and not have to worry about snow and crud like that. Anyway, that's it for me, and I'm just enjoying this wonderful day. Back to you, Chuck. This is KB1NFQ.
KB1NFQ in the group, W1NB. Okay. Are there any other stations out there tonight that would like to join the Southern Vermont Amateur Radio Club weekly net? Please call now. Nothing heard. With that, we'll move up to the top of the list to KA1ZGX. Go ahead, K1ZGX. Josh, go ahead.
Chuck may have had a phone call or something like that. But anyway, we'll just wait a second.
N1 ZGA, this is K2IIR. Josh, how's my signal tonight? Somewhat normal? Because I'm copying you and Chuck really well, and Bob is extremely weak and barely readable. Do you find him weak, or is it something at this station? This is K2IIR. Sorry, no computer right here. Okay, thanks. K2IIR.
This is KB1NFQ. Art, did you say that I was a little weak on your end? You are sounding really good here, about 20 over, 20, almost 30 over.
Well, Bob, on that last transmission you were okay, but earlier I was barely getting like every other word. So don't exactly know what it is, but this last transmission you were better. There's a lot strange going on here. The shack needs a lot of work, so it's probably at this end. K2IIR.
Yeah, QSL. Well, I just wondered. I thought my antenna was working well. Seemed to be getting out well. I'm looking at my screen, and SWR is nil, and everything else seems to be doing well. Power output is indicating 60, 70 watts. So I thought I was doing well, and just was kind of alarmed if I wasn't. Anyway, Chuck, WA1NBU, are you back? Yes, this is KB1NFQ.
This is K2IIR again. Well, guys, I got to run, so if Chuck comes back, give him my apologies. My guess is that he might have gotten a call and he had to run, so catch up with you guys tomorrow evening. This is K2IIR, 7-3.
Thank you, Art. Yeah, 7-3. Yeah, I will remain monitoring. Yeah, Chuck probably had a phone call, and he's probably going to return and tie the ribbons on this. But anyway, Josh, you still sound so good, and it's exciting to hear about your progress with your 9700. That's a neat radio. I don't think I will get one, but boy, that opens up a whole new batch of possibilities for VHF and UHF. Yeah, that's great. Okay, I'll be on the side here, Josh. B1 NFQ. I'll be on the side. Oh, N1VGA. Josh, you were talking about an older projector you had for $30. I might like to see it. I appreciate your offering that. If that would work with Barbie's laptop, it would be kind of fun. Okay, thank you, Josh. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to look at Barbie's laptop. I'm pretty sure she has an HDMI out on it. And if that would work, then it will be okay. If it didn't, well, I would definitely have to get a new one. But let me check and see what hers is. By the way, I don't have your home phone number, so I could get in touch with you. Would you mind giving that over the air? Yeah, QSL, I do. QSL, that's great. Well, thank you. I'm gonna research this. If yours would work, that would be beautiful. If not, I appreciate your offer. We'll see if